Bienvenue à Montreal. Welcome to Montreal. This is the central station here. I've just got off my train all the way from Halifax in Nova Scotia, and this video is going to be me here in the city, just exploring it for a few days before we carry on with our next leg all the way across Canada on Vieux Montreal. If anyone's new around here, I'm John. Welcome to the channel. Really good to have you here, and I hope you enjoy some of my videos. I started making travel videos because I thought there was a little bit of a niche in the market. Travel videos for people who don't want over-sensationalized, clickbaity videos like that. Real travel for real people doing normal things. Places can be fun, places can be interesting, but also there's a reality to travel, and I'm trying to bring a well-rounded version of that to you. I don't know. If you enjoy it, then stick around. If not, there are plenty of other travel content creators out there for you. But if that sounds like you, then maybe consider subscribing and sticking around properly. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to the video. Well, this is what it's like when you step out of the station. I don't think there was a building this big in all of Nova Scotia. Anyway, I am gonna head to my accommodation, even though it's too early to check in, and I'm gonna leave my stuff, because then if we can get that done, then we can explore the city properly and yeah, start having a really good time in a city that I've been to before and think is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, well, perfect. I've just managed to drop my stuff at my hostel. I will show you around there now, even though I'm going to record that in the future. Ooh, spooky. So this is the Saint-Lô Hostel in Montreal. I was in a dorm room as per usual on these sorts of trips, and this is what it was like. That is my bed there on the bottom. It's a bunk bed system, and they've got all the usual stuff that you need: a light, chargers, and a little shelf thingy. Comes with towels, bedding, all that sort of stuff. No dramas at all. Nice big lockers actually in this one, so plenty of space to lock away stuff. And then the bathrooms, this is what most people seem to be worried about with hostels. They were actually very nice. So it was in a separate cubicle thing, lockable door, no issues around safety, and yeah, they were pretty good. So we will leave the hostel and head back out into Montreal. Yeah, but I'm going to head out and I'm going to check out Montreal. Like I said, I've been here before, so we're going to do a sort of whistle-stop tour, have some cool food, bits like that. We've got hockey later. We're going to go and watch the Canadians, which is going to be brilliant. Yeah, basically that's about it. We're going to do a bit of sightseeing, bit of eating, bit of drinking. Yeah, should be good. 2 nights here, and then we make our way to Toronto. It'll be about a half-an-hour walk to go across to the old city of Montreal, or my hostel is right next to the metro, so we're going to just take that. So we're going to head down here and we're going to get the metro. And just like that, we are in Old Montreal. Welcome to Vieux Montreal. There is the Notre Dame Basilica by there. We're going to head in there in a minute, I think. I don't remember it being horrendously expensive, so we're going to give it a visit. There's a nice statue by here. Maison Earth, 1642. This whole Old Montreal area is all really, really nice because all of the streets are nicely cobblestoned, all the buildings are nice brick. Look over here. It's a nice area to walk around. But yeah, we'll head inside because I remember the Basilica Cathedral. I can remember it being particularly nice. Well, I think that's always worth going to. It's not overly expensive and it is absolutely breathtaking. It's also quite nice and warm in there, so on days where it is a bit chilly outside, then it does a treat. Yeah, so this entire Vieux Montreal district is all very, very nice. It's got nice old buildings like these, and all old cobblestone streets as well. It's just quite nice to go for a walk around. I'm probably going to find somewhere for coffee, and then yeah, we'll just go for a walk and see what there's going on, basically. Well, the plan was to walk down this very, very nice street because it's got nice cafes and things like that as well, but they're doing the entire street up, which is a little bit of a pain because I'm not entirely sure what side the things I wanted to see are on. So, yeah. Like I said, they're literally ripping up the whole thing, so it's not that photogenic. So instead of wandering around and looking at the nice old town streets, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to eat some food. So we're going to go in here. They say they've got sort of smoked meat sandwiches and stuff, which, to be fair, is something I wanted to eat here for lunch today. So we're going to jump in here and yeah, we're going to try these out. It says on the wall they're the best in town. Is that true?
For the treat, you need your receipt? Yeah. We'll be ready in like 2 minutes.
Okay, let's try this. Well, this is the place that we've just gone. Franklin's it's called. And I will say, it was very, very good. Yeah, I thought it was great. Meat was really nice. Sandwich was good. You could have had it with fries and slaw and all that stuff as well, but I just not fancying it. Sandwich was enough for me, especially with all that meat. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we're gonna carry on walking down here. There's like an old port area as well, which, if I remember rightly, was quite nice. So I'll head down there and then work out something else to do. There are lots of sort of bar restaurants by here. Nice open space. It's very photogenic here. All the old buildings, cobblestone streets, like I was saying. And then yeah, lots of souvenir shops as well. Lots of souvenir shops. Right, well, I was in the need of a pick-me-up, so just went and got a coffee from a coffee shop around here. I think, as much as I feel like I slept okay on that train, I don't think I slept that brilliantly. I got a lot of sleep, but probably not that much deep sleep, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, it is what it is. Coffee should perk me up, and then we can get back to doing what we were doing. We can have a little explore of Montreal. Well, I've made it back to by where the cathedral is. It's a bit of a different vibe here going on now. You have got Chinese people doing their sort of spiritual Tai Chi kind of thing. You've then also got this woman who is singing lots of French language hits, which is quite jaunty and quite upbeat. With a accordion as well. But then, on top of that, you have then got all of these people campaigning against the, well, I'm going to choose my words carefully because I don't want YouTube to tell me off, persecution of the Druze in Syria. And then also, you've got the Cambodians who are protesting about prisoners in Cambodia. There is such a juxtaposition between on this square. It is, and then there's loads of tourists taking photos of the cathedral. It's, yeah, mental. Average Saturday afternoon in Montreal, I suppose. Well, I've ended up sat there for ages watching because I couldn't bring myself to walk away, because the complete juxtaposition between all of the different groups all stood on the square was mental. I mean, the poor Syrians are trying to protest against massacres of their people, and directly next to them are this woman singing bloody La Boheme and trying to get people to dance around on the square. It's bad to laugh, but bloody hell, read the room. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's more entertaining than Netflix, I'll give you that. And now this is downtown Montreal. It's a little bit busy, and it's a lot busier than the old town was. And yeah, this is kind of the main sort of shopping street, basically. I'm in need of another caffeine hit, so I'm going to quickly nip into Tim Hortons just to sort of perk me up a little bit more for this afternoon. Gone French vanilla this time, absolutely delicious. And whether the caffeine gets me or not, the sugar will. Well, as I've still got half an hour before I can check into my hostel, I've decided to come and check out Centre Bell, the Bell Centre, before the game, take some photos, stuff like that, because obviously it'll be busy later. So yeah, very excited for the hockey tonight. It's going to be really good, I think. Well, it feels like game day already. It doesn't start for about 4 hours yet. Very much looking forward to this. I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan, so this is quite big for me, and yeah, very, very much looking forward to it. Okay, we're off now for a pre-hockey pint in a place that was recommended to me by a couple in a pub the other day. And then, yeah, after that, we will just go to the hockey. Okay, so successful few beers, and now time to head to the arena.
de la saison compté par le numéro 14. By number 14.
Well, it was a bit of a tough night in the end for the Habs. Lost 4-3 to the New York Rangers. Yeah, not ideal, but it is what it is. Great night watching hockey. Yeah, basically. Gonna just head to the hostel now and get some rest, basically. Don't really fancy any more beers, if I'm honest. Had a few earlier and a few in the game, so yeah, probably just leave it. Good morning. It is time for day 2 here in Montreal. I had a particularly good sleep in that hostel again. I don't know what it is about Canada, but I seem to be sleeping okay in hostels here. Yeah, it was a fair sleep. I might have overdone it by saying good. A few sort of noisy roommates, but that comes with hostel stays. Yeah, bit of a slow start this morning. I'm gonna sort of go and get some coffee now and some breakfast. There is free breakfast in the hostel, but I didn't fancy it this morning, if I'm honest. I don't really fancy too much. I'm just probably gonna get a coffee, and then we're going to get on with our sort of first thing that we're going to do today. Even though we went to see hockey there yesterday, I've booked on a tour of the Centre Bell, which should be pretty good. Wasn't too expensive, and I kind of fancy a bit of a behind the scenes kind of thing. So yeah, we're going to head and do that after I grab some caffeine. Well, that coffee certainly did its job. I feel energized for the day now. So like I said, we're gonna go and do a guided tour of the Bell Centre, Centre Bell. Should be good. See a little bit behind the scenes. Yeah, quite looking forward to it. As with pretty much everything else that we've done in Canada, I couldn't take any videos, but I've taken loads of photos, so I'll just put them all in now. So, welcome to my Centre Bell tour, I suppose. We got into the actual bowl of the arena. We went down into the bottom lower bowl area. You got to see all the Stanley Cup banners and the retired jersey banners as well, which is quite cool. Lots of photo stops as well. That is obviously a big part of this. Got to see a few little behind the scenes areas. Got up into this cool VIP area and then up onto the actual TV and radio commentary gantry, which is pretty cool because it's suspended from the ceiling, and then into the dressing room area. This is obviously the main part of any behind the scenes tour in a sporting arena, getting into the actual dressing rooms, into the heart of the stadium / arena. Really enjoyed the tour. I thought it was really good fun. It was quite a large tour group, obviously with the Canadians playing the night before that we went to. So yeah, really good. I think I make it lunchtime now, so we're going to go and have something traditionally Canadian. We're going to go and get some poutine. I had some of the hockey yesterday, as you would have seen. However, that's just like, I mean, that's just arena food, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's not. It was nice, but it's not like the real deal. So I found a spot that I think will be pretty good for it, and yeah, we'll head over there now. Right, well, this is where I've been told to come. I don't know whether this is a best place or what have you, but this is where we're going. Yeah, perfect. Right, well, there we go then. That was Dunn's famous smoked meat. As you saw, I had the smoked meat poutine. Absolutely blew me away. Don't know whether that is the best place for poutine in the city, but I'll tell you what, if there's any better, I'd be surprised, because that was unbelievable. It wasn't a small portion either, and I absolutely polished it off. Yeah, cannot fault it in any way at all. It was brilliant. Service was good as well. So yeah, I am stuffed now, to be honest. So now we are exploring an area that is called the Golden Square Mile, and it used to be that it was the most affluent neighbourhood definitely in Canada, might be North America, might be the world. I can't quite remember the stat. I'll put it in over the top, obviously. And it is called that because this is where all of the rich families lived in Montreal. Montreal was a major financial powerhouse of a city, And the former area of the Golden Square Mile is marked out with these golden posts. So yeah, we're going to take a little walk around, and we're going to basically look at these absolutely enormous big houses that people used to have. But yeah, and so I've just come onto the McGill University campus.
The university campus here at McGill uses and repurposes a lot of the old famous buildings from the Golden Square Mile district of Montreal. It's really quite a scenic place to come and have a walk around, get some really nice views of downtown because it's literally a couple of minutes walk away, and you get to see some of the fantastic architecture from yesteryear.
If you wanted to, there is a spot by here where you can climb up some steps to the top of the Mount Royal. It is supposed to have fantastic scenic views all over the city. I, however, am full of poutine, and I think that would be a bad idea. So I'm going to give that a miss today, and I'm going to just carry on walking through these lovely autumnal leaf, quite nice streets, to be honest. Naturally, some of the extravagant houses are still extravagant houses, even if they have probably had a recent facelift. I mean, if you're looking for somewhere to go to take nice photos of sort of autumn coloured leaves, this is the neighbourhood to walk around. My God, it's just so picturesque. I'm not even kidding. I think I've taken about 300 photos on this walk, and I've only been walking about an hour. Crazy. Very pretty part of the city. Very different to the sort of like downtown area, which is like literally 5 minutes walk away. It's kind of mad how quickly things change. Okay, well, this little neighbourhood walk is kind of going to come to an end here, because so there's this concert hall here, the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts by there, a fantastic view back up the hill to the steps that we just walked down. And yeah, it's all just very, very nice. There's a museum by there as well. The Montreal Museum of Fine Arts is supposed to be very, very good. But we will not be going in today because it's a little bit late in the afternoon and I can't really be bothered. And if you're particularly well off, this palace-looking building, you might be able to stay in. Because that palace-looking building is, in fact, the Ritz Hotel. So if you've got significantly more money than me, then you might be able to stay there. I, however, cannot. Hence, we are on a walk back to my hostel, which is perfectly nice. I'm not complaining about my hostel at all. It serves a purpose. So yeah, gonna head there now because I've got to get some stuff done before we leave Montreal today. I'm gonna do a little bit of work. I need to repack all my stuff because I've made a bit of a mess. And yeah, we'll see how long that gives us later this afternoon. Okay, so just spent a little time in the hostel, got some bits done that I needed to do because we're leaving Montreal tomorrow. So I just kind of wanted to sort my stuff out basically, so I don't have to do it in the morning. So that is done. Don't need to do anything more for that. So now it's time for me to head out, and I'm gonna go and grab some food, maybe a beer or two, and yeah, kind of finish off our time here in Montreal. So we're not going anywhere too exciting. We're going to a sort of brasserie chain called Les Trois Brasseurs. I think they do their own sort of beer and stuff. They've got screens for sports, I know, so yeah, it'll do the job. I'm not looking for anything too exciting this evening, so yeah, give this a go.
Well, what actually happened was I went into the brasserie, I had a few beers, watched some sport, and got chatting to all the people around me. As a result, I didn't end up filming anything, and I forgot to film an ending for this video. So, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then I hope you stick around. And don't forget, the next time we are back on the train and we are making our way westwards again, all the way across Canada.